Alright guys, here in my garage, a little Ty Lopez, man, but this ain't no Lambo. Ride.
And hold me tight. Come on. And always by my side. By my side.
Alright, this is the OEM versus the Herko. The float's a little bit different. As you can see, the wire's a little bit different. This is the cup, goes right here to hold your fuel pump on. This is the rubber piece I was telling you guys was messed up. That's why I had to get a new one. Just want to show you guys the difference. As you can see, I got this extra plug that I don't have on here because I don't have that feature. So let's go ahead and put the new one in the truck and get that plugged in and see if she fires up. Crusty. Okay, in order to get this plug undone, you got to push this little clip in right here. You'll fill it up under. You got to push this clip in. See how it releases? Push that clip in and pull out. All right. Now I got to pop this out of here because remember, this one comes with the new clip that snaps into the frame where this one is. Okay. Now as you can see, guys, if you're going to change your sending unit, you might as well go to the hardware store, and I'm going to look down below, well right here. I'm going to go ahead and put the size of the bolts, and I had to stack some washers. As you can see, 3 washers. I put 6 on this one, but actually you only need 3. Alright, because the factory ones, the factory ones are this sharp. But if you stack some washers, man, you're fine. Now I did strip out one. It broke, the head snapped off, so I just drilled it out and put a self-tapping screw down in there with a bunch of washers, and that worked perfectly fine. And all this is stainless steel, so make sure you get stainless steel so it can hold up against the vapors of the gas. Let's move on. All hooked up, man. This is the moment of truth. Alright, let's see if I hear it kick on. Uh-oh, I'm not hearing the fuel pump.
Mike, did you put the fuel pump relay back in?
I'm not hearing a fuel pump.
Mike, put the fuel pump relay back in, you retard.
Alright, now I'm not sure if it'll pick it up, but here we go. We'll go ahead and turn the pump on. Hopefully you can hear it. Oh yeah. I heard that from over here. Yes, sir. Alright, it seems that also my fuel gauge is actually reading correctly now, because before it was reading a little low, even though, like, if I filled up my gas tank where it wouldn't take no more fuel, it would still be between the full and the 3/4 of a tank. So let's see if she fires up. Oh yeah, I hear a lifter tapping, man. It's been sitting up for quite some time now. Try to get a little oil up there in there. Oh yeah. So probably once I run it for a little bit, that tapping will go away. I also advanced my timing a little bit, so I have a little bit of tapping from that. So ain't no big thing. We're gonna get that taken care of. I need to do an oil change. But there you go, man. When I put the bed back on, my son gets home, I'm gonna show you guys how to take your bed off, and we'll go from there. So she ain't running any better or worse. Had a bad tap in the engine because it sat up for so long. Had to get some fucking oil back up to the head. I'm not trying to act an ass, man. It's rainy as shit. Foggy. My camera's all foggy because my air conditioner in my garage. There we go. Sounded pretty good though. I gotta reset my timing. Anyway, that's the so far so good, but I mean you can't test it on one test drive, so I'm gonna check it out again later. Alright guys, here in my garage, a little Ty Lopez, man, but this ain't no Lambo. This ain't no Lambo, baby. But I tell you what, this truck puts just as big of a smile on my face as any other car that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars, I promise you. This is my baby. I asked my wife if she could bury me in this thing. Okay? So when I die, I want her to lay me across the seat and bury me and the whole truck together. So anyway, the Herko sending unit. Did it work? Yes, it worked flawlessly. I drove my truck today. It had a little bit of tapping when I first started up because it sat up for 2 weeks. So all the engine oil drained to the bottom. Not to mention, I had the ass end of the truck like this. So, of course, all the oil is going to drain out of the cylinder head back down into the pan. And my lifters were dry. So when I started up, it's tat, 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 until I got down to the end of the street and finally it cleared itself up. Got that oil pressure back up to the top. So I took it for a ride, but I was very, very cautious with it at first. Then after I let it warm up and I could hear that the tapping completely went away, it was gone. I knew I had my oil pressure back up. The cylinder head was full back with oil, and I cut up a little bit, and it was raining. It was raining, it was nasty, but I popped the clutch a couple times to check out that Walbro. Now I will say, for all you guys thinking about putting a 255 LPH Walbro on your stock KA24E or 24 KA24D stock, you're not going to notice that much difference. You're really not, okay? Now I will tell you where you will notice difference. Now when you're idling, it's going to feel the same. It's going to feel exactly the same. My idle has not changed at all, which tells me I need to go ahead and retime it. I need to check my timing and all that stuff in my truck, right? Let's see, as far as just, going slow around town, creeping around town, you're not going to feel a difference. Of course you're not. I mean, you're not in the gas. Now, I will say this. I've driven this truck hard many, 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 many times, okay? With a brand new fuel filter, brand new all kind of stuff, right? Brand new timing chain. I've done the timing chain on this thing. And when I hit a certain RPM, when I really get in the third and I really put the pedal down, I get up to a certain RPM, you can feel the power band drop off. With this Walbro pump, even though it's the factory fuel pressure regulator, I didn't feel that power band drop off as bad as I did with the factory. Now, please note, the factory pump that was in this truck, it's from whatever year. I don't know. I believe it's the original from 1993. Okay, so of course, being a pump from 1993 in the year 2019, of course you can expect some lack of performance, right? So anyway, the Walbro, you can definitely feel a difference when you're really heavy in the accelerator and you going for maximum RPMs, right? You're going for max RPMs before you hit fourth or third or whatever gear you're in. Now I'm going to warn you guys. Okay, now I did not film me taking the bed off. I did not film me putting the bed back on. Here's a video showing you guys where the bolts are on the bed. Okay, now that you watch that video, I'm pretty sure you can figure it out from there. The bed is not that heavy. Okay, and of course you got to take out these 3 screws right here for your gas cap. Forgive me, I know she's dirty. I know this truck is not supposed to be my daily driver. This is supposed to be my drift truck. This truck was purchased to bring it out on the track and run it into a wall or two, or run it into one of the other guys and not even cry about it because I didn't. It ended up being my daily driver when our house flooded in 2016 because the engine for this truck, all my tools, everything went under 6 foot of water. And it put us in a financial burden that we, to this day, I can't say we fully recovered from, but we're doing what we got to do. So anyway, the bed, taking the bed off, I didn't even take it off. I just put this part right here up on top of my wheel to give me enough room right here to get to the sending unit, because it's right here. It's right in this area. Okay, and that was easy. This bed's not that heavy. It's not as heavy as everybody portrays it to be. Me and my son lifted, well actually me and my neighbor lifted it to take it off. Me and my son lifted it to put it back on. And he complains all the time, Dad, it's too heavy, Dad, blah, blah, blah. You know how kids are, if you got kids. But putting it back on is a pain in the ass, because there's shims. There's shims in the front on both sides to keep your bed from being unlevel. There's washers, there's rubber grommets that you have to put back in there. And at the same time, you got to hold the bolt down, because when you break the bed loose, some of the bolts are going to want to come up. All right? And it's a pain in the ass. So when you get someone to help you put the bed back on your truck, make sure they stick around. Make sure that they stick around to make sure that you have all the bolts at least started on the bed of your truck. The gas, the filler neck was simple, man. It was really simple. I just pushed it back up in here and then screwed it in and everything. I'm not touching that shit. It's dirty, man. I already took a bath. But anyway, so that's the Walbro 255 LPH, which is liters per hour if you don't know, and the Herko Automotive Group sending unit with the fuel pump and everything else, but I used the Walbro. Good rating so far. Good ratings. Everything worked perfectly. And I only paid $50 for that thing, man. Nissan wanted $426 for that. I paid $50. And then Walbro wanted above $80 for that pump on their website. But eBay's the shit when you're looking to buy something. Don't try to sell nothing on there. You're going to get ripped off. But buying stuff on eBay is the way to go. Let somebody else lose their money, man. So, anyway, I hope you guys like this review. If it helps you save some money, keep it in your pocket. That's awesome. This is on a 1993 Nissan D21. Okay? But it's the same pretty much from, I think 1989 all the way to 1997 was basically the same body style, just a different front grille and all that kind of stuff. So if it helps you out, leave me a thumbs up. That's all I ask. Until next time, fellas, take care.